Okay, evening all, and welcome back to VPG Season 2. It's been a long break. I'm sure you guys have had a good holiday, Christmas, but now we're back to the swing of things. Next week, we obviously start league kickoff, 3 games a night, 9, 10, 10:30. You guys know how it goes. But we're going to talk about a few things. I'm on my own tonight, obviously. I've got my little Bruno on my shoulder there. There we go. Keep Bruno there with us. All the guys are at home doing their thing, and we'll run the show every 2 weeks. Give you some updates and league updates and what's the business going on, top goal scorers, assists, that type of stuff, player awards and goals of the week. There's a lot of new guys that have joined, which is great. I think we have grown our leagues, which is fantastic. The Premier League's 20 as last year, and the Championship is now 20 teams as well, which is fantastic. And thanks to the new guys that have signed up, lots to learn. And let's go through a few things with the transfers. There's been a lot of questions about transfers and how we do it with the VPG. First thing you have to do is get your players to download the app or go to the website, create an account for themselves. Some of the guys that have been playing last season, they'll know what it's about. And then your manager of the team, he'll have access and rights to offer players contracts. And then you offer them their contract, they accept. And obviously when you buy players from other teams, you offer a contract, and the manager of that club that wants to accept that offer of that player will accept it, and the transfer will happen. So you actually buy players on VPG, which is quite nice. You have a certain amount of coins to do it, and it's quite a nice spin to things. It's almost like playing a championship manager for those guys who like to play that type of style football. 21 players in a squad. What else do you need to know? Sell players and bid for players, which is great. The Premier League this year will show you who signed up and that type of thing. And if you need any information from us, you can go to, we highly recommend our Discord channel. Lots of information gets put up there. It's actually quick, it's accessible, and it's instant. So you'll see, like tonight's show, we put up a invite and said we run a podcast. Automatically goes up on our social media platform there, channel, and then the guys know we have a show up and running. Also, there's a how-to channel. So what to do, transfers, how to create things, and that type of stuff. And our IT guys is mostly Shermy. Those guys that don't know Shermy. Shermy's the guy in my ear, always in the background, doing all the hard work behind the scenes. And they do a lot of work to put that stuff up there to help you out. And you can DM us as well. A lot of guys have asked me already on that channel, how do I do this? How do I do that? And we can get back to you instantly, or find out the right information and help you out. And for the new guys joining us, remember this is our second season. We'll hope to improve on last season. This is also very new for us. I think we've done pretty well the first season, and we can only get better. Okay, and obviously we have promotions with teams coming up and teams going down, and why we structure the league. We're supposed to have kickoff on the 3rd, but we waited till the 10th because obviously teams disband and the new teams join. So we've got to make sure we have the right teams in the right leagues, and give guys a few more days to sort themselves out and get their teams together. Nobody wants to join a VPG Pro Clubs League with like 5 players to start off with, because those guys, experienced teams, will know it's trouble waiting unless you're really, really good. But even then, your bots are not up to scratch. Also, talking about stuff like that, we will talk a lot during the season about tips and hints, and we'll talk to the top players and get them to share their experiences with you, which is great for newcomers to pro clubs. And there are a lot for this season coming. A lot of new teams, like I said, it's very exciting stuff. And you don't know who's going to be who for the new season. As we look at the leagues, also, we've got to remember it's Champions League's been taking place, and 3 teams that were qualified, the top 3 teams from last season was Capes and Tickers, Ballers, and Unleashed. And they were currently playing the African Champions League, That started in January, I believe, 10th of Jan. It was nice and early. And the guys have done well there. I mean, Ballers, the only team at the moment that's made it through the knockout stages. But last year, Unleashed just fell short there. And VPG SA was represented very nicely in the African Champions League, considering that's only first season of our teams. I know we got very experienced teams, and those guys who have just joined will realize that teams, your regular teams like Unleashed and Ballers and Crusaders and Zamalek are quite experienced teams. And we've also got other teams that have come across, like Artemis, senior teams, and we wish them the best in their leagues this year with us. And it's nice to have new, fresh faces and experienced players, and we love that. Okay, let's look at some of the leagues. Oh yes, so one more thing. While we're talking African Champions League, let's talk about the new cup that we entered, the Confed Cup, and that's also taking on the best of the best in Africa. And VPG SA decided to go for the Europa type format, where we are 4th and 5th place teams get to play in Continental Cup competition, which is exciting. That means now the top 5 in the Premier League get to play for continental competition, which is something different. The reason why we took that decision, we were so many good teams in the Premier League. On the day, anybody can beat anybody. And you'll see there, Zamalek's drawn, they're playing. You know, I won't try and announce some of these teams because I'll just do it injustice. Marika, Crusaders are there, Zamalek are there. They're currently playing their knockout phases there in the Confed Cup, which is very exciting. And like I said, we wanted that to happen with all our top teams. Top 5 up spots up for grab, which is quite exciting. Something different, something new for the new season, which is great. And we'll let you know also about the prizes going forward as we go along. One of the things I do want us to get going, and we touched on it last season, is the goal of the week. I really want us to, managers, to put your goals of the week in, 1 goal per team. I mean, you've scored so many great goals. We've seen last year when we put some goals up on the show. It's very exciting. You want to do a highlights package, and your managers must submit your goals. There's lots of good goals there. We can get some sponsors prices for that as well. But first of all, must get your players to download the Discord, get into the channel and download the app, the VPG app. It's very cool to see the logs up there and goal difference and who's leading what with assists and goals scored and best defenders, that type of thing. And while we're on that, for the newcomers, we get team of the week, and then obviously we get to pick our South African team who take on international matches, and currently they were training as well and doing that thing. And how you get selected for that, we select you put in your stats. New players and guys, we remind you to put in your stats. That's the only way you're going to make the South African team. And it's there for all to see, which is great. I mean, it says for itself what it does, and we really enjoy that. Putting that together. And Ron Dog runs that team. He manages that team. He's been around for a while. And Mubin's the other guy with me and Shirmi. We run this as best we can. And South African team of the week. And it's as clear cut as that. But if you don't put in your stats, guys, and I know there's some really top players out there that don't put in their stats or forget to put in their stats, you can't make the team, and you should be in that team. It's easy. Just follow the instructions, get your evidence of your screenshot of your game, of your stats, and you put it in. I've done a few of that myself, and it's quite exciting doing that. And it takes about 5 minutes, man. It takes about 5 minutes to do that, and you can be in team of the week or team of the year, that type of thing. But team of the year will probably be most of your South African team. They put your stats in properly. Okay, and once again, always talking about stats in properly. Make sure you don't juke the system. We know what it's like. Guys want to be, they see their name in lights. We do checks and we have a look and see if you put your stats in properly. 1 or 2 players last season, they tried to catch us out, and unfortunately, giving a slap on the wrist and that type of stuff. We do watch for that stuff, and we are aware of that. with the stats of the week. Another one is the SA team. We've probably picked a squad of 14, and it's quite exciting. And obviously, that competition, international competitions are great in VPG. They're trying to promote that more and more now. So going forward, there'll be way more competitions, and you don't know where it leads to. So as you individual, as a player, you get recognition, and as a team as well. So it's all about you guys at the end of the day. And the nice thing about the team that runs the VPG show, we all play, and we'll be playing for a while. So we do it for you guys, and we really, really enjoy it. Your app, like I said, get the guys to download the VPG app. It's quite important once they do the transfers. And guys, when we transfer players, if guys want to buy players from your club, and let's be nice with each other. We're going to give the transfer window until the end of February, so you guys can sort yourselves out. But remember that with the transfers, once you've signed for a team now, you can't play 2-3 games in the league. Once you play for a league game with them, you have to stay with them. We give them the open window until February, so guys can sort out the apps, and sometimes it glitches every now and then. Go to the website, you can sort it out there. So we give you some time to do that, but you can't jump teams. You can't play 2 games and then obviously you're not making the team, and then now you want to move. You got to wait for the next transfer window. Just like every other transfer window, we sort it out, and you can take it from there. So once you sign for a team now, you're in, but we're giving you time to make those transfers and that type of thing. So be very aware, managers, be very aware if your player plays, if a player plays for you now. Obviously, you submit your team screen shots for the matches that we're going to play on Wednesday coming up, which is quite exciting. We'll show you some fixtures, and the logs will show you who's in the Premier League and who's in the Championship right now in the next minute or so. But if that player plays for you, he's with you until the next transfer window. And please make sure that you're clear on that. And so if you're not really want to play for a team and waiting for a transfer, do not play. Otherwise, it's going to cost your team points, and we'll have to dock you points and stuff like that. Okay, so Sherby, if you want to get us some, get the Premier League teams up there, pull out maybe some fixtures. Let's have a look at some of that going forward. You guys can obviously access this on the app or on the website. There we go. Here we go. Let's have a look. Nice. There we go. This is the Premier League fixtures. Going through some of those fixtures. We play 3 games a night, as I said, which is quite nice. And it's only a Wednesday night. Guys have got other commitments during the week, which is great. And this was the agreement when we started VPG. It's nice. It's social. We play once a week. And there's a nice opening fixture there for Misfits against Unleashed. And looking at some of the fixtures here, it's actually quite entertaining, and a lot of new teams here. Pambus, Dragons, we can keep on rolling there. Tough Times, Nabras, looking good. The usual suspects, Crusaders, tough one for PF United, opening game. It doesn't get tougher than that. And Baba Abu, Zamalek, nice. And see they got a Ballers Kings. Welcome to the Premier League there, Kings. That should be good. Then Adler Esports and Sabre, that should be a cracker. They play each other quite regularly in friendlies. Czechoslovakia, another new name, but it's the same team, I believe. And then here we go, Kings in Cape Town Techers. That's a nice tough one to start the league as well. Very, very cool. Battalier there, 1-2-3 shooting. They got promoted from the Championship from last season, and now playing Premier League, which is good for them and great for the league. Here we go. So you see, you play 3 games each. It rolls quite nicely. You can always have a look at your fixtures and results, and then submit your player stats and stuff like that. And you can see leaderboard and all that stuff. You can have a look at the transfers that are happening, which is very cool. And let's look at the Premier League fixtures there, shall we? I mean, it's Championship. Sorry, my bad. Championship. There we go. See, I don't have Bruno with me to keep me in check. There we go. Artemis. There we go. Taking on BBGC, both new teams to the VPG, which is quite exciting. Another new team is Cape Town All-Stars. And thanks to Shermy for putting all this hard work in, putting all the logos and getting everything done. That's a lot of work done, but I know he loves it, but it's still a lot of work. Galacticos, the Knights, yes. He's whispering in my ear. There we go. A lot of new teams, as you see. Nice new logos. Because just remember, you're going to play, you're going to have like minimum of 7 in your squad to play. Otherwise, you're going to be in trouble with playing these league games. You don't really have to struggle with a goalkeeper. but have your team ready to roll. There we go. Have a look at that. So Cape Town Spurs, pass and go. Some teams have obviously disbanded and created new teams. And it's always good to see new teams. Check marks there. Pretoria, also a very new team. Very exciting. Leipzig SA and Mayhem. So you guys can check all the fixtures there and have a look. And all the goal difference and all the stats and all that stuff. Just download the app. Any other questions, like I said, get hold of us on our website. Enjoy it, guys. It's a great community. It's good to be back. I can't wait to do the next show where we highlight some. By then, we would have played about 6 games in the league and see who's taking the lead in the league and the goal difference and who's who in the zoo. See if the regulars are standing up and doing their thing, or there's some newcomers. There normally are some newcomers that normally put their hands up and names in lights, which is very exciting. That's it from my side. And if you look at the Discord channel, you'll see all the information you need there. Please, if you don't have anything, organize friendlies in the channel too. I know you guys use WhatsApp and stuff. Use the channel so we can see what's going on. If guys put up the friendlies, use those channels. We've got different channels there, how to, and all the type of stuff. It's all really made for you guys to have a good experience with pro clubs. Okay, also we'll talk about the technical aspects of the gameplay, which is quite exciting. I mean, obviously with the updates that happen regularly, we speak to the guys, the actual players. We invite you guys, and we get captains on from all the teams, and we chat to you, and it's new for the guys, and we talk about how the gameplay is and what type of styles they play and how they feel the updates. I know there's a recent update now which has changed a bit of gameplay, which I know some of our defenders weren't really happy with when we were playing our friendlies, but we talk about all that stuff. We talk about the tackles made and missed tackles and that type of thing. We talk about all that stuff. Okay. That's it from my side of the BBG. We're looking forward to Wednesday. Look at your fixtures. Organize your in the captains group there. Organize, confirm with your opposition nice and early so the guys can get in and do their thing. And I'm looking forward to the kickoff. We've been waiting for a while now. And welcome to the new guys. And good luck to the regulars. And I'm really keen to see the 20 teams in the championship and 20 teams in the Prem. Cool. That's it from us, nice and quick and short. And we're looking to have a nice bumper pack show with some guests on in the next 2 weeks. We'll have some of you guys on, and we'll call on you in the Discord channel, which is nice. And obviously be active in that channel. Have chat, have the banter. Look at the free agents. There's a lot of free agents. There's guys putting up their hands with free agents. Guys looking for teams and clubs. Use that. Get those guys in. Let them play. Especially the defenders. I know it's not hard. It's hard to find defenders and that type of thing. Goalkeepers, should I say? Although I talk about goalkeepers with Allison, yeah, maybe it's good to have a bot keeper. Yeah, you guys get a laugh. All United fans laughing. They're like, that's it from my side, and we'll see you on Wednesday, guys. Make sure you guys are teams are ready to roll.